trying to get situated here. Did y'all see that donut man on The Masked Singer? There was a donut man, and I don't watch The Masked Singer. I've never watched an episode, but I've seen clips, and normally it's something cute, furry, cuddly, even that I've seen out of the clips that I've seen. All right, because I don't watch the show, but this is the first time I've seen a clip. But there's something horrifying singing at me, singing sweet music to me. It's a horrifying donut man who's definitely out there murdering people, making donuts out of their flesh, and then just singing sweet R&B music to them. I don't remember what song it was. I remember the voice was pretty good, and I don't even remember the song. I couldn't focus on the music because I was horrified by the costume. So yes, beware of the donut man. Okay, not what I wanted to talk about. There's a lot going on right now. Fame. Who wants to be famous? Who wants to be famous? Everybody, right? A lot of people want to be famous. I don't. I would never want to be famous. I'm not lying either. There's nothing appealing about fame to me. For me personally, I just wouldn't want it. I wouldn't enjoy it. But I understand why others would want it. I get it. Especially if you're a young person growing up in today's climate, today's culture, social media and such. I get it, man, because everybody would, in your mind, you're thinking, wow, I want to be showered with praise and respect and money, especially the money. Want to be showered with fear. Maybe you want to be feared. You want to be showered with influence. Maybe you have a lot to say, a lot to. You want to be able to control where people move or something like that. I don't know. You need your takes to be out there, or perhaps you just I don't know. You just love the attention. I don't know. So I get it. I get it, people. I think though that it doesn't always go that way, because the main reason I would say that most people aren't as talented as they think they are, and I say that graciously and kindly and all that stuff. I really only say it in the context of there's so many people who want to be famous just like you want to be famous. And within that context, people just aren't as talented as they think they are. There's tons of good singers out there. There's tons of great artists out there. There's tons of great dancers out there. There's tons of funny people out there, It's a bunch of, it's competitive. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's that. And then even if you get a taste of fame, or there's different levels of fame, right? You get different levels of attention, and you think that that's going to fulfill you, make you happy, and maybe it does for a little bit, but it's not always cracked up to be, and it doesn't promise you those things. You can get famous and still be broke. I know plenty of musicians who are out there playing, they're doing their thing, they're getting fame. By definition, they're getting fame, but they're still broke, still trying to make ends meet, still trying to pay their bills, right? So it doesn't promise you that you're gonna get money. You're certainly not promised praise. All right, there are people who exist on the internet just to be mocked, just to be the butt of someone's joke, just to be spit on, crapped on, all that kind of stuff. That's unfortunate, but there's certainly, I can't think of too many celebrities, at least, who get nothing but praise, And speaking of celebrities, that's another reason why I feel like be famous, so that they can hang around other famous people. Maybe they can get some, some action from those other famous people, and that's what you're trying to do. You want, because Cardi B, as of this recording, is single again. So perhaps you're thinking, if I could just get to a certain level of fame, that I've got a chance with Cardi B. Perhaps if I can get to a certain level of fame, then I can have a chance with Tom Brady. That's what you're thinking. That's what you're thinking. And maybe you will. I don't know. I'm just saying it's very competitive, because a lot of people are thinking that as well. And the fame doesn't necessarily, you'll get more bedroom options, we'll say. But then they're only interested in you because of your fame and what comes with the fame, right? So they don't really care about you necessarily. You'll get a lot of that, right? And then here's an interesting one too, with the influence. People who want to have, they feel like whatever they're putting out to the world needs to get out there to the masses. I've noticed that as soon as you become mainstream, things change. You see this a lot with musicians, but even like with media people, people who just have podcasts or whatever like that, they start off edgy, or they start off really trying to get down to the truth. They start off different, but then once they get to a certain level of fame, corporate gets their hands in them, and then they're just like everybody else, or they lose their edge, or they're trying too hard. I've seen a lot of people as they climb and they've gotten to a certain level of fame now, they're just trying to say something that gets people talking, just gets the clicks. It's not coming from a creative place anymore. All I'm trying to say, people, that fame doesn't necessarily promise you all that stuff. So am I saying screw fame? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It can be a good thing. Can be. I think mental health wise, and those of you who know me know I'm about mental health awareness, mental health advocate, and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't necessarily bring you fulfillment, the fame, the attention. It seems like a drug that you're going to need more of and more of and more of, right? So what I would suggest is not to seek the fame, but to seek the quality of what you want to bring, right? So if you are a musician, seek to be the best musician you can be, and just learn to love. I tell musicians I work with all the time, learn to love that process, love that grind. You know what I'm saying? If you're a comedian, love the grind of coming up with a set and going out there and performing. If you, whatever it is you do, if you're a magician, learn to love that craft. If you are one of these ladies who just love shaking their booty in front of a camera, whatever types of skills are involved, just do all that you can to get as good at booty shaking as possible, right? Whatever it is, but learn to love that grind. You know what I'm saying? Instead of seeking the fame and the money and all that kind of stuff, because that's not going to satisfy you in the long run. All right. Now, none of those of you out there who are younger, you ain't gonna listen to a word I just said, and I understand that. It's fine. No offense. All right. I'm just trying to help. Hopefully, somebody will listen, and you'll be more fulfilled, more peace. Not seeking that attention-getting stuff, and just doing it because you want to get better at it. Doing it because you love it. All right. So I got to deal with all this. There's a lot going on today and tonight, and all around me. So I've got to deal with that. And yeah, cheers.